So we got some pretty chicken breasts. You wanna cut against the grain. The lines running from east to west, we're gonna cut about an inch thick slices, north to south. Sometimes you end up with some thicker slices. I should have done this initially with the whole chicken breast, but I like them thick, I guess. Slicing them by half will solve your width issues. Okay, into a bowl, 1 tablespoon magic powder, 1 tablespoon paprika, 1 tablespoon oregano, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, and a teeny bit more. So 1.5 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon coriander, half a teaspoon coarse black pepper. Pre-ground is better because you won't have to rip your arm off for this. Mix that through, and boys and girls, that's what I like to call the fajita spice mix. Oh boy, oh boy. Drop the chicken strips into a bowl. I had to shake it up for the camera. Drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil. Oil helps the spices stick onto the chicken. You definitely don't want to miss this. Also, olive oil adds a bit of flavor. Add in 3/4 of that spice mix and mix it up, making sure they spoon. We got to have at least one successful relationship. Then let that sit in the fridge for 30 minutes or overnight. This is a beautiful bunch of parsley that we're gonna cut off the thick logs of stem. I find folding them a few times into themselves gives me better control. No loose ends. Run the knife 3 or 4 more times for a fine cut. And now for the bus patrol. Into a bowl, squeeze half a cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of coarse black pepper, 1 tablespoon finely chopped parsley, a pinch of salt, and combine. You could throw in some chives, but I didn't find them at the supermarket. Give it a taste and store in the fridge till ready to use. I have a bunch of colored bell peppers. What you wanna do is run your knife through the sides, avoiding the inner white bits. Then out of those, make julienne slices. These onions were around small, medium-ish, so I used 2 of them. Cut off the bulb head, make an indented cut onto the side, and peel off the skin, maintaining the root tip. At this point, I should have just cut the whole thing by half, though this is necessary only if you're making onion rings. Cut them into half, remove the root ends, and cut into slices, but still maintaining the bite, then set aside. Bring a pan to heat, supposedly a cast iron pan for those brutal high temperatures. Drizzle 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil and let that get scorching hot, about 2 to 3 minutes. Drop in the chicken, spread it out evenly, and let it sear till crusted and lightly charred, then give them a flip or 2 and let them sit around for 2 to 3 minutes. Once done, place them aside. I'd picture this meal like the Power Rangers Megaforce, different characters with different attributes of taste bud awesomeness. In the same pan, throw in the onions and let them collect the chicken juices. Add a teaspoon of sunflower oil just to keep things moving. After a minute, introduce the bell peppers. Let them get to know each other and vibe for about 2 minutes. Season with a pinch of salt, cracked pepper. This is after 2 minutes of stir frying. You don't want the salt drawing the moisture too fast too soon. Add a tablespoon of honey. Give them a toss real quick, else honey will caramelize and burn. You definitely don't want that. A tablespoon of balsamic vinegar and the rest of the spice mix, then give it a mix. The chicken goes in, not leaving out its resting juices. Remember Power Rangers? At this point, a few flips later, the main component of these fajitas is done. So just set that aside. We've tried El Sabor and they were banging. So meet Delisan. Place a wheat tortilla onto the same pan. Let it warm up for about 30 seconds. It will collect all the flavors left behind. This is definitely a score. And now for the assembly. The warm tortilla, a very generous portion of the chicken and vegetables. This is a portion just for one. The bus patrol, chicks of lime, and some chopped parsley. Oh, that lime can't keep it in, just bursting all over the place. Okay. If you found value in this video or generally just love the sight of food, drop a fat like and spank that subscribe button or I'll be spanking you.